Hey there, my name is Miranda and welcome to another video. And today's video is an unboxing! So quickly before I start this unboxing, it's going to be a little untraditional for two reasons. Reason one, I have already opened this box and I'm going to explain it through these two reasons. And I've already opened the box because the box showed up a couple days ago when my housemate and I came home. We were very excited. We opened it immediately. I have to admit I'm quite thankful I did because one of the items, it's now easier to show you because I opened it beforehand. But yeah, that's definitely very untraditional. The second thing is I had, like I said, already opened it and I gave this explanation in a previous footage reel. Yes, I accidentally deleted my footage for my FairyLoot unboxing, which wasn't even really an unboxing, but I guess more of a show and tell. So either way, this is going to be a little bit untraditional. I'm going to show you the items that were in the July Power Within box because, quite frankly, this was an amazing box and I wanted to share these items and my excitement about them with you. Alright, so the first item I'm going to show you is the one that I'm so glad I opened the box because now I can show it to you properly. And it is this magical heat-changing mug. So when it first arrives in the box, it comes in a tiny little box. This one, actually. It has the instructions in there still. And it's originally all black, and then once you put your hot drink of choice in it, it reveals this beautiful quote. Yeah, no, this quote is multicolor, and I think that's amazing, but that's not the only reason I like it. It's also because this quote is from Fallen Kingdoms, which, while it's a series I'm not quite finished, and I do have some problems with so far, I'm really enjoying my read of it, so I'm super excited to have this mug. And it says, "You must continue to believe with all your heart. Sometimes belief is all it takes to make something real." So I don't know which book this quote is from. I don't even know if I've read the book it's in, to be honest, because there's like, what, 6 books in this series, and it doesn't actually say which book it's from. It just says it's Bargain Roads, so it is from Fallen Kingdoms, and that's all I know. Either way, I'm so excited to have this mug. I think it's really pretty. When I first opened the box, my housemate and I saw it. We immediately turned on the kettle because we had to know exactly what it looked like after you put your hot drink of choice in it. So yeah, super excited to have this, and I'll be enjoying many cups of tea as I read in this nice little mug. Side note for those of you who are interested, I'm drinking Welsh tea. I think it's still too hot. Next up is, of course, the first item you usually see once you open this box, and that is the print for the month, and of course the theme was Power Within. This is also the spoiler card. I'm becoming obsessed with these FairyLoot art prints. I'm steadily building a wall, which you can't quite see because it's hidden behind that little corner there, but I can see my print wall, which is most important anyway. So next up in the box is this room spray, and I'm really excited I got this because I don't really like the smell of most air fresheners like Febreze and whatnot, but this I happen to quite like. It's lavender and book scent spray, and it's called The Unstudy, which is from the Snow Like Ashes series by, oh god, what's the author? Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rashi? Rashi? I apologize if I mispronounced that. So I've never read this series. Either way, I like this spray. It smells great, and I will hopefully be reading this series soon, as I might just borrow my friend's copy of the book because she does like it, and she's been telling me to read it for a while now. Next up we have an item that I think is absolutely adorable. I even sent a photo of it to my housemate who is obsessed with the Harry Potter fandom because it is this little broomstick pen. I think this is cute. I think it's adorable. However, I would probably use it more as a decorative piece than an actual working item because I have other pens I'm a little attached to using. I like to write and I like to use specific types of pens, specific color ink, all that kind of stuff. And there's actually a little quote on this, and it says, hopefully you can see this, but it says, "Don't chase the quaffle if you see the snitch." So yeah, I think it's cute. It'll be a cute little decorative piece with the tiny little bits of Harry Potter merch I do have here, and with the stuff I will be getting in September. Either way, I think it's cute, I think it's adorable, and I am happy to have it. The next item is when they actually sent an email about it being misprinted, so they will be sending a replacement. And I'll just show you. Do you notice it's printed backwards? This is a tea towel with a quote printed on it. It is supposed to read, "Her spine was steel, her heart was armor, her eyes were fire," and it is from And I Darken by Kirsten White. I still think this is really pretty. It is hilarious that the print was put on backwards, so you can really only view it through a mirror or if you look through the other way. But that wasn't their intention, so they are sending a replacement, which I'm a little relieved because I don't think I have the heart to use something with this print as an actual tea towel. So I might just use the new one that's coming as maybe like a wall tapestry, and then I'll reuse this one as a proper tea towel. I still haven't read And I Darken by Kirsten White. I really want to though, because she is the author of the Paranormal series, which is my all-time favorite YA paranormal series. Also, And I Darken has a female Vlad Dracula, so I have to read this. It sounds amazing. Next up is this sticker that says, On Edger? Breathe fire. I do know this quote is from Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. I guess it's another language that's in the book or something. I don't really know exactly what this quote is for and what it means to the book. I just know that this is apparently a very famous quote for it because a lot of merch for that series has it. I will eventually get to the book. Eventually. I do quite like the sticker, I just don't really know what I'm gonna do with it because it does recommend you could put it on your laptop, but I don't like putting stickers on my laptop, so I don't really know where I'm going to put this as of yet. Next up, and I love this item, I think it is gorgeous and beautiful. I haven't read the book yet, but I am so excited to, especially now with this print. It's a character art print of the main character from Children of Blood and Bone. Hopefully you can see it and not have just glare or whatnot, but this is a beautiful art print. I'm excited to add this to my print wall, have it with all the other FairyLoot prints and those character prints that have been coming on the back of the author letters recently, but I'm so excited to have this. I think it's beautiful, and I'm even more excited to read Children of Blood and Bone now that I have this art print. And one of the last few things before we get to the book character print and whatnot is that they sent this little card that when you use a code on the back, you can read a sampler of a new book coming out called Sweet Black Waves by Christina Perez. This book does sound pretty good. It's apparently for fans of Graceling as well as the Mist of Avalon series. I have no interest in Graceling, but I've been very interested in reading the Mist of Avalon series for quite a while, so I do have a bit of an interest in this book now. I have read the summary on Goodreads. If you want to check it out, I would highly recommend reading the summary for this book because it does sound amazing. This card also, because I live in the UK, gives me the option of calling a number to get a signed edition, which I'm not gonna lie, is tempting. Alright, so now we're to the most important part of the box, which is the book for the box. And this month's book is Heart of Thorns by Brie Barton. So I was about 99% positive this was going to be the book in the box because I had looked at releases for this month, and this was the one that fit their description best. I have read this book. I will talk about it in my July wrap-up. It was a relatively quick read. I pretty much picked it up immediately after opening the box because I needed to see what this book was about. It has a great concept, and I really wanted to know how it went. Also, this edition by FairyLoot has exclusive red sprayed edges, so it's gorgeous. So it has these red sprayed edges, and of course, black book, so it's really dark and foreboding almost. The other thing that makes this book very special is that instead of having a signed book plate this time, it's actually signed by the author, which I do think is kind of cool, but I will admit, I kind of like the signed book plates because the signed book plates actually do have those prints of the cover art on them as well, so I just think they're pretty. But it is pretty cool that this is signed by the author, I will admit to that. But this book follows our main character, Maya Rose, who has been training her whole life to be able to hunt down and kill these demon women who can control people with their magic through their blood, their breath, their bone, their flesh, all that kind of stuff. And they call these women Gwenwitch. Gwyrach. Gwenwatch? I'm still not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but either way they're like demon women. They're supposedly the descendants of humans and gods or something and have these horrible, terrible powers. The word sounds vaguely Welsh or Gaelic, so I think there might have been some inspiration behind it, either from some mythology or something. So Maya Rose has been training her whole life to be able to hunt down these Gwenwitch demon women people, mainly because her mother was killed by one. However, this all changes when her father instead promises her in marriage to the crown prince. On the day of her wedding, however, not only is she attacked, she also discovers she has the powers of a Gwenwitch. Lo and behold, she becomes the thing she hates and wants to kill. This book follows Maya Rose as she sets out to find her mother's killer, to discover what really happened, and to discover more about herself and these powers that she now has. So this book definitely has an amazing concept. I would highly recommend looking into it if it does sound like a book you might be into. But as I said, I won't give my full thoughts on it until my July wrap-up, which may or may not be posted before this. Then of course we have the bookmark for the box. I love these bookmarks and I had to take it out of my current read. And then we have the author note with the character print on the back. And again, I love these character prints and I'm starting to find that a lot of them will have at least one character that makes me think of a character from either another movie or series. This one, for example, I finally realized after hoeing and humming for a while that the girl who's supposed to be Maya, she looks like Juliet from that anime Romeo and Juliet. He does not look like Romeo, however. He's a bit too blonde. But yeah, no, another beautiful print from the FairyLoot box. And then even the author's note is quite pretty on this one. I love these written author's notes. I know they're not all originally handwritten. They're taken from handwritten copies and whatnot. But just having these and seeing the author's handwriting and whatnot is kind of amazing. And then last but not least is the Fairy Scoop for the month of July box. And inside, of course, you have the interview with the author, some recommended reads after you finish the book of the box. And lo and behold, And I Darken, as well as Snow Like Ashes, are both on here, which I guess makes sense considering they were themes for the box as well. Oh, so's the bells, actually. I'm looking forward to reading that. And then, of course, the back gives what the next month theme is going to be, which is mutinous pirates. So this box is inspired by Hearts of the Caribbean, Daughter of the Pirate King, Kill a Kingdom, and Nikolai from the Shadow and Bone series, or Grishaverse. Nikolai's pretty awesome, so I think that's a great idea. But the biggest news about this box is they will have a sampler of King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo, which is the next Grishaverse book, and that one follows Nikolai. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to get this box solely because of that sampler, especially since it's supposed to, I believe, fold out into a poster as well. And then the book for this box, same as the one for this box, is going to have sprayed edges again and will be signed by the author. And the book for next month is, it is a fabulous pirate book inspired by the Spanish Inquisition. It's filled with magic and botanical magic, adventure, and you guessed it, mutiny. This marvelous book is from a best-selling author and has a cast of fantastic characters. I'm already starting my guess of which book it's going to be, and I think I've narrowed it down, but I'm not gonna say. If I do get it right though, I will be very impressed with myself. So there you have it, the July Power Within FairyLoot box. So yeah, as I said, this was a bit of an untraditional unboxing video. It had already been opened up, but I really wanted to share these items because I think they were marvelous. To conclude, this has been another fabulous FairyLoot box. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos by me, both bookish and travel related, please be sure to click that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye!